Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, and welcome back to the Baseball Head, and hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. One of the things that I'm very interested in is what's going on at Citifield and the neighborhood, because it seems that a lot of these different companies are bowing out of the casino bids over the last few weeks and few months, and now it seems that Steve Cohen is probably going to get his casino in this park near Citifield. Now, Citifield is very much, it's in the middle of like nowhere. Shea was in the middle of nowhere, but it was great because you had all these intersections of the city going in there. With the Long Island Expressway, the Long Island Railroad, the Service Road, Roosevelt Avenue, the 7 train, so many ways to get into the Grand Central Parkway, the Van Wyck. There's so many ways to get into Citifield, and obviously Shea. But they're gonna build this casino. I think it seems like that's gonna happen. And there's been a lot of details. There've been concerns about what's gonna happen when I have to go to the park. Where am I going to park the Hutmobile? Where am I going to park the Hutmobile when I go to Citifield? Especially with this new project taking up space, which is basically the parking lot. But let me read you this article. I'm not going to give it credit now. I'm not going to say why. The details have emerged. One of the first questions many Mets fans have about the proposed Metropolitan Park project is simple. Where will I park? $8 billion projects plan to cover 50 acres of asphalt parking lots around Citifield. Steve Cohen and Hard Rock International submitted a 366-page preliminary proposal Tuesday that answers that question with renderings of 3 multi-level parking structures that will be erected near Citifield. The site is unlocked by relocating parking space from existing surface lots to new parking structures, according to the proposal. The Southfield parking structure will be 8 levels high and sit near Roosevelt Avenue and Seaver Way. The Northfield parking structure will be built over Shea Road and allow for a covered public walkway from Wills Point to Metropolitan Park. Taste the Queen structure will also include parking. Okay. Apart from parking, the proposal also provided many other new details. You will be able to stand in the grass in the same spot where the Beatles performed their iconic concert at Shea Stadium in 1965. Tulips, daffodils, and rutabaga, a heavy dose of the orange variety, will be in abundance. It was known the project would include 25 acres of public park space at a Hard Rock hotel of a casino. The proposal revealed that the architectural design at the top of the hotel made to look like the New York skyline found on the Mets logo. It was known there would be a live music venue called Hard Rock Live. The plan shows the Queen's Culture Walk to be integrated and into the side of the venue's facade. Cohen and Hard Rock went to make the area around Citifield a year-round sports and entertainment district. Benches, pavings, and plantings will look similar to what is seen in other New York City landmark parks, like Central Park in Manhattan and Prospect Park in Brooklyn. Central Park has the great lawn. The park will have a 1-acre lawn roughly the size of Midtown Manhattan's Bryant Park, right where the Beatles performed at second base at Shea Stadium. Because Cohen's partnering with Hard Rock, baseball and music will be celebrated in many ways. The paving design has the potential to incorporate elements inspired by Mets heritage, baseball uniform, pinstripes, and sheet music, according to the proposal. Interesting. There will be lots of blue and orange, which conveniently happens to be the color of the Mets, but the state of New York and 1939 New York's World's Fair held at Flushing Meadows Corona Park. I would love to see them do something with the park, because you have all these structures there that are just getting old, and they got the globe there. I don't know why they just don't fix the park up better. Make it more modern. Some signage and topography will mimic the neon signs that were on the outside of Shea Stadium. Wow, that's cool. Roosevelt Avenue will have bike lanes, wider sidewalks, planters, and open spaces. Solar panels will be installed on the resort towers, a 14,200 square foot daycare and childcare center will be built for employees. The project includes community athletic fields, bike paths, pedestrian walkways, and a train station renovation. The aim is to connect Flushing Meadows Corona Park to Flushing Bay and a new Wills Point development, as well as the surrounding neighborhoods of Corona, East Elmhurst, and Flushing. Cohen's team gathered local input over 4 years, including 16 community workshops attended by other 1,800 residents. The Community Advisory Committee passed the plan on a 6-0 vote last month. The project needs one last approval from the State Gaming Commission for a gambling license. 3 projects are seeking licenses, and commission can grant all 3, but it can also reject any or all of the proposals. The other 2 projects are Bally's Bronx and Resorts World and Queens, which are already electronic gaming sites seeking a full casino license. The commission will vote in December. Construction could begin on Metropolitan Park as soon as January and is estimated to take 4 years. So Cohen could still lose this. And since there's already a casino in Jamaica, that's the Resorts World, they could still lose it to them. They could say, we already got a place in Resorts, which is in the southern part of Queens, not further south than Queens, while obviously Citifield is in the north part of Queens. But what's interesting is that I had not seen these pictures. These are very interesting. I post them here. They're actually quite interesting to look at. Very much in tone to who the Mets are. Because one of the criticism, and a major criticism of Citifield when it opened, was the fact that that it was more of a tribute to the Brooklyn Dodgers than it was for the New York Mets. And when you walked into Citifield, you walk into Dodger Town. It was very little personality in terms of our connection to the ballpark. I mean, originally they had the home run apple in the back of the stadium. You couldn't even see it. You had to go by the bridge to see it because it was like all in the back of the ballpark. Thankfully, they were smart enough. Wilpons got enough backlash that they decided to put the apple in as soon as you get off the train. Also, they're going to renovate the train station too, I believe, which has already been renovated, especially after Citifield was built. They changed the entrance way. I mean, the one thing I did love about Shea Stadium is if you sat in the ballpark, you could see people getting off the train, going down that stairwell. That was actually cool to watch that. That was always cool to watch the game and see that, or be at the ballpark and watch that. You can't do that now. But that was the most fun thing to do. Citifield has its things about it, but the one thing I loved about Shea was that it was open. You could see the buildings outside. At Citifield, you can't see that. Unless you go into the outfield in the right field corner and a little bit in the left field corner, and if you sit behind in the club behind the plate, you can't see anything else. So you are kind of limited in what you can see. But once they start building up the area, it's going to have, I wonder how it's going to look from inside the ballpark. Because they're going to be building a lot of stuff across Seaver Way, and all those construction and all those junkyards are going to be gone. I believe there was one resident, I don't know if that resident's still there, but there was a resident living there, believe it or not, in the middle of all that junk for a long time. But let me know what you think about this video. It's easy for me to say. Do a lot of videos, get a little tongue-tied. And of course, please send me a super thanks. I don't know if anyone else does these kind of videos or talk about the ballpark in the area, but it means a lot to me because I spent a lot of time there growing up. And of course, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later.